starting a company is, well, it's this huge, ambitious journey, isn't it?
Absolutely massive.
But think about running a marathon, like completely alone, no running partner.
Yeah, tough image.
For so many founders, that's exactly what building a startup feels like if they don't have the right co-founder.
Mm-hmm. That partner is crucial.
And even a powerhouse like Y Combinator, YC,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they've launched countless huge companies.
The best, really.
They saw this as a fundamental hurdle, a big one, and they took a really unique step to tackle it.
Yeah, it's pretty insightful that YC, the top accelerator, realized that even with amazing ideas, that core human element, the co-founder relationship, that was often the missing piece.
Exactly. So they decided to lean into that problem.
Proactively.
So today we're doing a deep dive into YC's own co-founder matching guide.
And this isn't just some, basic FAQ page.
No, not at all. It's this amazing collection of genuinely non-obvious advice, stuff they learned from watching thousands, literally thousands, of co-founder relationships over 17 years.
Both the ones that worked and maybe more importantly, the ones that didn't.
Right. And that's key, isn't it? Learning from the failures, too.
Definitely. It shows that even in cutting-edge tech, it often comes down to human dynamics. Those partnerships are complex, but critical.
So our mission here, for you listening, is to unpack all these YC insights.
Help you get the real essence of what makes a co-founder partnership succeed.
And figure out how to find that ideal collaborator for your venture.
We'll pull out some surprising facts, some really practical steps, all straight from YC's playbook.
Okay, let's jump in.
Let's do it.
So first up, why did YC even build this thing? They launched the matching site back in July 2021.
Yeah, and the goal was pretty simple on the surface. Just help create more successful startups.
By connecting founders, right?
Exactly. But it points to a deeper problem they were seeing consistently.
Which was what, exactly? The solo founder struggle.
That's a huge part of it. I mean, look at their data. Only 4% of their top 100 companies were started by solo founders.
Wow, 4%. That's tiny.
Yeah. It really is. It signals that, look, being brilliant helps, but a good partnership, that dramatically ups your odds.
Not just about splitting the work, is it?
No, not at all. It's the emotional support, having someone to bounce ideas off, sharing that immense pressure. YC flat out says it's definitely harder alone.
So the partnership is like a force multiplier.
Precisely. Not just a nice to have, and it's working.
Yeah, the results are pretty impressive already. They've invested in over 50 companies where the founders met on the platform.
That's what, in just a couple of years? It's significant validation.
It really is. Let's talk about some real stories. Sequin, YC S21.
Right? Vrinda Gupta. She'd worked on big stuff at Visa, like the Chase Sapphire Reserve.
Okay, so she had serious experience.
Definitely. She was solo for a year, building a product to help women with credit. Needed a tech co-founder.
No, not just any tech co-founder.
No, someone mission-driven, fintech background. She found Mark Thomas, 10 years engineering at PayPal, shared her passion for gender equity.
And how fast did they connect?
Instantly. Vrinda said they met the day after matching online, then the day after that again.
Wow.
They clicked, went through YC, raised $5.7 million.
Incredible. And Kiwi Biosciences. Also S21.
Yeah, Angie Liu started it because of her own struggles with IBS, had a scientist, but needed someone for brand commercialization.
Great.
Found David Hishul, and get this, he'd already sold a startup in the exact same space.
No way. Talk about relevant experience.
Right. And they were super structured, went through all 50 questions from that first round co-founder questionnaire.
50 questions. That's thorough.
Deep alignment on the tough stuff, conflict, culture. Did a month-long work trial.
True.
Easy decision, they said. Raised $1.5 million. Shows that systematic approach can really work.
Okay, so we see why they built it. We see it's working. Let's get into the core advice, YC's philosophy.
And this is where it gets really interesting, maybe even counterintuitive.
Right, because despite building this whole matching site, their #1 rule is...
Start with your own network first. People you already know.
Which sounds crazy, right? Why build the tool then?
Well, think about the psychology. Founders often avoid asking friends or old colleagues. It feels awkward, like you're spending social currency.
Yeah, I can see that. Risking a friendship.
But YC's point is, a startup is like a 10-year commitment, minimum.
Okay.
If you aren't willing to be a bit vulnerable and ask people you trust, maybe you're not serious enough.
Huh. That's a tough take.
It is. But building with someone you've known for years, where trust is already there, that's almost always easier.
So the YC site is really a plan B.
Exactly. A backup, not the first stop.
So the actionable advice is hit up LinkedIn, Old school friends, former colleagues. Ask your friends for introductions.
Yeah, be proactive in your existing circles.
And they even say maybe change your idea if it means you can partner with a great person you know who's keen on something else.
Which leads to another huge point. The person is more important than the idea.
Say more about that. First-time founders love their idea.
Oh yeah, they cling to it.
Yeah.
But experienced founders, they know the idea is just a starting point. It'll probably change, pivot, maybe drastically.
Right.
So if you're struggling to find someone for your specific idea, maybe the idea isn't as compelling as you think, or you're just too rigid.
Okay.
It's often better to find an amazing person and figure out the idea together, or even jump on their idea if they're great. The partnership is what lasts.
So what makes a co-founder exceptional for this, 10-year marriage?
Okay, first, YC hammers on personal connection. Ask yourself, would you actually enjoy hanging out with this person outside of work?
Are they friend material?
Exactly. They say most successful co-founders were friends first, seem glued at the hip. You spend so much time together.
More than with almost anyone else.
Right. If you wouldn't be friends, even if their skills look perfect on paper, it's probably not going to work long term.
Okay, personal connection first. What else?
Second, they need to be incredibly smart and effective. Genuinely exceptional.
High bar.
Yeah. Very high. Ask. Is this person going to build something huge someday? With or without me? Are they truly as capable as I am?
No room for good enough.
Nope. Startups need A players. And related to that, trust your gut.
So.
If you feel any hesitation, any doubt, don't force it, cut it loose early, find someone else.
Because the good matches.
They often feel obvious right from the start,
Yeah.
like a clear yes.
Okay, this is fascinating. And YC also kind of pushes back on some common advice, right? Like complementary skills.
Yeah, that's another big one. Everyone says find someone with complementary skills. YC says, it's often oversimplified.
Really? How?
Well, sure, if you're non-technical, you absolutely need someone who can build the product. That's a given.
Okay.
But they've seen many of their best teams have founders who are actually very similar, like two technical founders. That can be a killer combo.
So you don't always need the business guy if you're the tech person.
Exactly. A technical founder can often learn sales, especially early on. YC actually encourages that sometimes. It keeps a feedback loop super tight.
So it's less about skill checklists.
And more about finding that deeper common ground. Shared values, work ethic, trust. Just clicking intellectually.
Right. And they found successful pairs on the matching site, often bonded over stuff outside work.
Totally. Shared hobbies, growing up in the same area, mutual friends, similar professional paths.
Finding those human connection points.
Yeah, they even built a feature, founders you may know, to surface those kinds of missed connections. It's about the relationship first.
Okay, so if you're actually using the site or just looking generally, what's the process? YC calls it a funnel, right?
Yeah, a proactive one. You don't
Yeah.
just wait. Step one, review lots of profiles systematically.
No.
Send compelling messages, personalize them. If you match, chat, have multiple conversations, really get to know them, talk ideas.
And if that goes well?
Then you move to a work trial. Actually try building something together.
The trial period.
It's
Crucial.
essential. If that clicks, then incorporate, apply to YC. That's the flow.
And this takes time, right? It's not instant.
Definitely not. Manage your expectations. The median time for funded teams who met on the site was 100 days from joining.
100 days, so over 3 months on average.
Yeah, and some took way longer, like over 9 months. They often matched with many people before finding the right fit.
So persistence is key. Don't give up after a few tries.
Absolutely. You got to keep at it.
Okay, let's dig into specific scenarios YC addresses. First one. The non-technical founder looking for a technical partner.
Right. If this is you, listen up. YC says you have to be the recruiter.
Meeting.
Technical folks aren't just going to magically appear. You need to proactively reach out, send lots of messages, sell the vision.
And your background matters here, doesn't it?
Hugely. YC says successful non-tech founders usually have deep domain expertise, like Vrinda Gupta with fintech.
So not just a generic app idea.
Probably not going to attract top technical talent that way. You need some unique insider advantage.
What if you don't have the tech co-founder yet? Can you still make progress?
Yes, and you should. Talk to users constantly. Get pilot customers lined up, letters of intent, mock up the product in Figma.
Build prototypes.
Or even a Wizard of Oz MVP, where it looks real to the user, but you're doing the work manually behind the scenes.
Clever. What shouldn't you do?
Do not hire a dev shop or contractors to build your V1 product. YC is very clear on this.
Why not? Seems like a way to get started.
It burns cash you'll need later, and it rarely results in the right product or foundation. Save that money for when you have a real tech partner.
Gotcha. And mindset for the non-technical founder.
Crucial. Drop the my idea, my company possessiveness.
Be open.
Totally open. Great tech co-founders want a real partnership, not just orders. Be ready to share equity equally, share decisions, let the idea evolve together.
If you can't do that.
You're really looking for an employee, not a co-founder. And that's okay, but don't misrepresent it.
And the bar for the tech person.
Hi. Someone you see as an intellectual equal, someone who can grow into a CTO, and importantly, someone who can actually write code themselves, not just manage others initially.
Practical profile tip. Be transparent.
Yes. Explain your idea clearly. Don't be cagey or super stealth. It just kills your response rate and signals mistrust.
Okay, flip side.
Yeah.
Technical founder, but no idea yet.
You're in a good spot. Expect a lot of interest. YC says the hack is often to join someone who does have an idea and domain expertise.
But be selective.
Very. Evaluate them like an investor would. Do they have real experience in this market? Can they articulate the problem and solution well? Impressive background.
Are they actually doing stuff already?
Exactly. Are they talking to customers, trying to sell, or just talking? And crucially, do they want a real partner or just code monkey?
How to handle the influx of messages.
Be decisive. Maybe aim for inbox 0 or block out time daily to respond quickly. If it's too much, pause your profile. Don't leave people hanging.
Okay, different scenario. Technical founder has an idea, looking for a sales co-founder.
YC says, rethink this. Seriously.
Why? Seems logical.
It's often better for you, the technical founder, to learn basic sales first, at least enough to get your initial customers.
Why is that better?
It creates an incredibly tight feedback loop. You hear objections directly, you iterate on the pitch, the product, the market understanding, all based on real conversations.
Makes sense. And finding a dedicated sales co-founder early
is really hard. Finding someone with enough conviction in your unproven idea to sell it effectively, unlikely.
Where's his blunt take?
If it's your idea and you can't sell it, probably no one can. Harsh, but often true early on.
So what's the alternative?
Consider finding another technical co-founder. Double down on building an amazing product first.
And what about looking for a design or product management co-founder?
Generally unnecessary, YC advises. If you're technical, you can probably handle initial design or hire a contractor for specific tasks. A dedicated PM co-founder, usually not critical at stage 0.
Good to know. Let's talk team size. Is bigger better?
Usually not, especially when meeting through a platform like this. YC's matching is really geared towards forming 2-person teams.
2 is the magic number.
It seems to be the sweet spot for newly formed teams. Yes, YC funds teams of 3 or 4, but those folks usually have a long history together.
Adding a third person you just met online
Adds a lot of complexity and risk. Decision-making slows down, equity gets complicated, relationship dynamics multiply. 2 is simpler, often stronger initially.
What about adding a third co-founder if you already have a partner using the platform?
YC is pretty direct. Usually a mistake.
Okay. Are there any good reasons?
Very few. Maybe if neither of you is technical and you desperately need someone to build the actual product.
Right.
Or maybe if your current co-founder isn't fully committed, not willing to go full-time. That's a shaky foundation anyway, though.
And the bad reasons YC sees often?
Lots. Both founders are technical, think they need a business person. Nope, learn sales.
Yep.
We covered that. You don't have ideas. Looking for someone who does. Bad sign. Wanting a design or PM expert. Unnecessary. Or just thinking more people equals better. It usually just means more risk and complexity.
Okay, stick to 2 if you're meeting fresh. So you found someone promising, you've talked, idea seems aligned. Next step, the work trial.
Absolutely critical. YC emphasizes this. The only way to know if you can truly work together is, well, to work together.
For how long?
Depends. If you're both full-time, maybe in the same place, 1 or 2 months might be enough.
And if remote or part-time?
Takes much longer to build that rapport and see how you handle stress together. 6 months part-time remotely might still not be enough, YC warns.
Wow, okay. Anything to agree on before starting the trial?
Yes. Figure out what happens to the work, the IP, if you decide not to partner up afterwards. Get that clear up front.
Avoids messy disputes later.
Exactly. And YC has a specific guide, 10 questions to discuss with a potential co-founder for when you're getting serious post-trial, deciding on commitment.
Good resource.
Yeah.
And related to the trial, location matters.
Hugely. YC strongly pushes for finding co-founders in your own city first.
Why? In a remote world.
Because most of their successful match teams were local. They believe that deep trust and commitment needed for a startup is just built faster and better in person. Sharing an office, grabbing lunch, dealing with tough moments side by side.
So if you do connect with someone long distance,
Plan to visit them early, like soon. YC says 1 week working together in person can tell you more than months on Zoom.
and be realistic about the future.
Yes. Understand that for it to really work long-term as a venture-backed company, someone will likely need to move if neither of you is willing. Probably not the right fit.
Okay, let's tackle the big one. Equity splits. Always awkward,
But unavoidable. And YC has a very strong, very simple stance.
which is
Equal is best. Almost always. 50-50.
really, they just cut through all the complex frameworks like slicing pie.
Pretty much. They say for venture-backed startups, the simple 50-50 split is usually the right answer for two co-founders. Avoids endless debate, fosters true partnership.
What about slight variations like 51-49?
They say that's acceptable. It might signal who has the final say in a deadlock, or who might stay if things fall apart, but they consider it essentially equal in spirit.
And what's the minimum to even be called a co-founder in YC's eyes?
Absolute minimum is 10% equity. Anything less, you're not really looking for a co-founder, you're looking for an early employee, and you shouldn't use the platform that way.
That seems remarkably straightforward, the 50-50 rule. Does it hold up almost all the time?
For two co-founders in a typical venture-track startup, YC's data strongly suggests yes. It prevents so much future friction about who contributed more when. Resisting the urge to overcomplicate it early on usually pays dividends.
Makes sense for alignment. And when do you have this conversation?
Early. Like in your first conversations, don't put it off because it's uncomfortable.
That's a common trap, right?
Huge trap. YC said the #1 reason for co-founder breakups in a recent batch was trying to renegotiate equity that was already agreed upon, maybe verbally,
Ouch. So agree early.
and write it down. Even just an email confirming the split. Lock it in.
And vesting, of course.
Absolutely essential. Standard is 4 years vesting with a 1-year cliff, meaning you earn your equity over time and get nothing if you leave within the first year.
Protects the company if someone leaves early.
Exactly. Allows the company and the remaining founder to continue. Standard practice.
Okay, so you've done all this, found someone, agreed on equity, worked together. When do you actually apply to YC?
Good question. The ideal time is after you've worked together closely for maybe 2-3 months and you both feel genuinely confident this is the team.
Not on day one.
Definitely not. If you apply too early, YC will likely tell you to come back when the relationship is more proven. That team dynamic is just so critical for them.
Makes sense. Okay, finally, some quick practical tips just for using the YC matching site itself. Profile first.
Yes, make it great. Photo is essential profiles without way less engagement.
Video, too.
Highly recommended, especially if you have an idea you're recruiting for. Just a quick 1-minute pitch.
And about that idea.
Sell it. Explain why it's exciting, why you're the one to build it. Don't be vague or paranoid about copying. It just hurts your chances.
Be confident and brag a little.
Yeah, this is the place. Highlight accomplishments, but also show your personality. Hobbies, interests, life details. Remember the human connection piece.
Right.
It's not just a resume.
Understanding the filters on the site is useful, too.
Definitely. Know the difference between hard filters only show exact matches and soft filters prioritize matches but show others too. Helps you fine-tune your search.
And when you see profiles.
You can invite to connect, save to favorites, or skip for now. Use those to manage who you're considering.
Messaging best practices. YC gave examples.
Yeah, customize your invites. Don't send generic requests. Mention something specific from their profile, like Oliver downloading Royce's app first.
They got a boom, let's make something happen.
Yeah.
Response. Nice.
Speed matters too. Conrad responded to Saba in 1 minute, first call scheduled in 15. Shows you're serious.
If they're local.
Suggest meeting in person early. Coffee, quick chat, like Alex and Tennyson did.
And use Calendly.
Oh yeah. Put your Calendly link in messages. Saves so much back and forth scheduling hassle. Streamlines everything.
Final point. Behavior guidelines.
Super important. This platform is only for finding true co-founders. Full stop.
Not for hiring employees.
No. Or finding consultants, customers, investors. None of that. Use the built-in messaging and report anyone misusing the platform. Keep it focused.
Okay, wow. We've covered a lot. We went deep into YC's thinking on co-founder matching.
Yeah, why they built the platform, the success stories, those core principles.
Like looking in your own network first, the person over the idea, that personal connection being paramount.
And pushing back on just complementary skills, it's more nuanced.
It really is about finding that long-term partner built on respect, shared values, a marathon, like we said at the start.
Takes time, takes persistence. It's a real journey.
And this deep dive really hammers home that human element, doesn't it? Even in the most high-tech startups.
Finding that alignment is everything.
Absolutely. Which brings us to a final thought for you, the listener, to chew on.
Okay.
Given everything YC emphasizes co-founder relationships as 10-year friendships, shared hobbies, even potentially moving cities to be together, what does that tell us about the future of deep collaboration, especially as the world seems more remote? To prioritizing that intense personal connection, maybe even over specific skills sometimes, change how you might think about your next big partnership, whether it's a startup or any other major project you tackle. Something to consider.